Okay, well, how about this? After years, ladies of power dressing, women might be doing themselves a disservice by wearing pants to work. Now, this is new research that says skirts give a better first impression and more likely to lead to success in the workplace. Oh, girls, what do you think? Is this sort of so last century or what? Come on, Paula. You're the only one wearing pants.
It's true.
Yeah?
Yeah. I think that when you wear a skirt and you say, I'm female, and I think that's an asset when you're going for a job, and I just think it absolutely ties you up in a ribbon that says I'm female and I'm fabulous. It's not about being sexy or anything like that. I just think it squarely, men don't get to wear skirts. Not many of them.
So it's an advantage.
So for us it's an advantage.
And that gives another impression if they do.
That's exactly right. So I mean, I just think it's true, and I don't think it's got anything to do with sexism, and I think, you know, rock a skirt.
Yeah.
I disagree, because I'm actually a pants wearer, and I've actually, every job that I've gone for, I've always worn pants, and I wear pants to school as part of my what I wear.
The boys can't look up your legs.
Well, I teach teenage boys, we know that.
Yeah,
okay.
But I mean, that is actually very fair and wise. Do you do that because you let boys,
mostly
15-year-old boys will be 15-year-old boys?
Yeah.
You sit
And I
down
do
at the
that
desk.
to be.
Do you have a desk that's got no front on it?
I do.
Come on, and you know what the boys are doing.
Dropping their pens. But the other thing is
that starts in primary school and it just doesn't stop, does it?
But the other thing is, I was talking to a colleague last night, and she said, I agree. She said, I have worn pants. She's a very classy dresser, and she said, I've worn pants to every interview I've ever gone for, and I've always got the job. And she's a very classy dresser with pants. So I think it's sort of up to what you feel comfortable in. But
what do you reckon?
I think this study, it was done in England, where it's so flipping cold that they never see anyone's legs anyway, so they're just grateful to look at them. It's also, they took two navy suits, so they had a woman in a navy pantsuit, a woman in a navy skirt suit. I mean, you know, which are you going to choose? A navy pantsuit, yum.
It was the ugliest pantsuit known to man.
Exactly.
So she must be well qualified then.
Exactly.
I think in the 80s and 90s, when we were all trying to get equality in the corporate world, people felt they had to power dress and had to wear suits. But now I just see that women just wear really fabulous, sexy dresses. The Generation X and Generation Y seem to turn up, whether they're lawyers or bankers, in fabulous female clothes. I don't think they need to prove themselves by wearing a grey suit anymore.
I see it as a win for feminism, frankly.
Yeah,
that whole saying that you can wear a skirt and it makes a better first impression. I think great. But I don't have to dress like a man anymore.
And you earn
Fantastic.
more. You earn more, apparently.
Yeah.
And actually, they'd be doing the job correctly. There'd be that. Just the do-it factor. Hey, ladies, I am interested in your view this morning. At Home with Julia is the sitcom or the satire on the ABC. And apparently there's an episode that airs this week. There they are on the floor of the Prime Minister's office, canoodling under the Australian flag. And I did open this for emails this morning, but I'd like to start with Jean Kitson, being one of the funniest women that I know you've been involved in comedy. Are we being, what do you think, is this too far?
Well, it's not really, I wouldn't call this show political satire. It's not political. It's about her private life, and I don't, I have to admit, I haven't seen the show. But I know that when Julia Gillard first became, you know, Prime Minister, she said, call me Julia. She said, you know, she had a lot of publicity and media encouraging people to see the real Julia, meet the real Julia. She was on all the magazines, so she sort of invited people into her private life a lot. And I think that's where this show has come from, because normally I think your private life is out of bounds in politics. I don't think you should be going and, you know, doing stories on your partner. It's not about that. It's about politics, and I think we should be lampooning her politically, quite frankly. But this woman does a fantastic job, and it's hugely rating.
Yeah,
so
I've got to say, we did open it for emails, and I think Rosemary said, blah, blah, but if you consider the American president for a moment, there is no way that American television networks would dare to screen something degrading. They have a much healthier respect for their elected first people.
Oh, I have a real problem with it. I can't stand it. I think that, you know, in the UK, Margaret Thatcher was much lampooned. But as you say, Jean, politically, I have a problem with this because it diminishes our leader, our Prime Minister, and it diminishes us for watching it.
Yeah.
Do you think we're not being a bit thin-skinned? It's all in a bit of fun?
No. I disagree. I completely agree with Angela. I think it just went far too far, and I just think it is. It's really demoralising to our Prime Minister. We didn't put Kay Rudd underneath a flag and portray him that way. So why are we doing it to this Prime Minister?
We do it to, I mean, we do it to Tony Abbott. He's always portrayed with huge ears and in budgies flutters. That's very personal. I mean, it's not the politics. I actually think it's funnier when you actually satirise their politics and not just go for what people look like or who they're married to or what their relationships are. Like, stick to the politics and have some fun there.
Yeah, that's the thing. This hasn't got anything to do with politics. It's all about her private life.
Do people's physical appearance and a lot of those other surrounding issues, there's no characterisation and...
no cartoons.
No cartoons.
Oh, no, God. Oh, yes, all right, then. Forget I said
and
that.
And no, a lot of fun. Hey, ladies, we'll leave it there. Thank you very much, Angela, Sharon, Paula and Jean. We've got more coming up, but first, this is for you.